Hey traders, the Chart Guys Swing Report newsletter is currently live. In the description of this video, there are two links. The first is to the sign up page where you can also get emailed an example of a previous copy. And the second is to an in-depth video to let you know exactly what the Swing Report entails. Appreciate your attention. Let's get on to the charts. Today was a doozy, a memorable day for me because I saw something that I've never seen before, which was sustained automated buying on Netflix to a dollar degree. I've seen it before plenty of times, but the amount of dollar volume that Netflix was putting up doing this was massive. SPY, fifth day in a row closing at the highs. The last time we did that was to start August. Blue sky breakout led by the tech sector. QQQ up over 2% today. What was going on? Netflix, how about that? So how do we know it's automated buying? When you look on a short-term time frame and you see consolidation last as briefly as 1 to 2 candles straight into continuation, that's a clue for automated buying. Shorts have absolutely no chance. They just get steamrolled where every little pullback instantly goes to a higher high to stop any short out that's trying to make their entry or put them very quickly underwater. And on top of that, if you're watching the bid and the ask when this is taking place, there are bots where they'll be selling into the bid. Let's say the bid is $500. They'll sell into $500. The bid will then show as $499.80, and it will instantly go higher. There will be a bid that instantly goes higher. And there's obviously not individuals sitting there that are instantaneously putting in higher bids. It's bots and algorithms, and you just see selling into the bid, yet the bid keeps walking up. There's absolutely no give whatsoever. You sell into the bid at $511.80, and next thing you know, there's a bid at $511.86 right after you sell into it. So that was happening all morning to this massive move. And you have Netflix doing that. You have Facebook doing that in blue sky breakout. You got Microsoft blue sky breakout, Google blue sky breakout, Amazon blue sky breakout, Tesla blue sky breakout. You get the idea. It's wild. What's the reason? The best that I've heard, shout out to Mr. F in our chat room posting this article, Moscow to offer trading in US blue chips from August 24th. The exchange will offer shares of all these companies that are doing pretty darn well. I haven't heard anything else that can explain how Netflix saw how many billions of dollars today? 500 billion, 5 billion, 10 billion, a lot of billion, 10 billion, something like that. Russia? Maybe. I don't know. IWM. Bulls need to set a daily higher low compared to 153.60 and try and change this daily trend back to the bulls so the weekly consolidation can remain a potential bull flag. Again, on days like today where it's tech running and the financial sector and healthcare sector not doing much, IWM is not doing much. IWM cares a lot more about tech and, or I should say about financial and healthcare. QQQ cares a lot more about tech. So I would put IWM in the category with the laggards over here. Healthcare is not a laggard sector, but, well, I'd put it in the middle. We got our laggards, we got our high flyers in tech. IWM would be a good middle ground for that. QQQ explosion to all-time highs. Blue sky breakout. Higher low every day for the last 4 days. No slowdown. This feels like a hype euphoria bubble. And I just say that from experience trading the crypto bubble and the MJ bubble. This feels like Canadian MJ leading up into the vote. It's wild. You don't want to be fighting these bulls. You can be cautious. You can take hedges against long-term positions. But usually these moves end quickly. And just an example of that, look at the 5-minute time frame today. QQQ, all bulls, and then just a drop erasing a couple hours very quickly. Now they V-shaped as always, but this is how I expect the slow and steady daily uptrend to eventually top out whenever that happens. I'm not going to pick a price level. I'm not going to pick a time. But when it happens fast and hard, just like this. So that just keeps us cautious. Again, it doesn't mean fight the bulls. It means be cautious because things change quickly when they do change. They haven't changed at this point. XLV held support of 105.68. Nice recovery into the end of the day. And again, not a whole lot of action over the last month aside from the fact that the bulls are just holding on. Financial sector, high, low, lower high, and we're scouting a higher low compared to 24-23. Same thing with the airliners. Same thing with some cruise liners. Same thing with some energy names. XLE, the energy sector, bear flag dropping to lower lows. But XLF tightening daily range to be watching and anticipating the highest volatility in the reaction tomorrow to Powell, which is pre-market at 9 to 9:15 a.m. going to be the dollar, gold, silver, and the financial sector. Biotech sector had the bear break yesterday with no bear follow through, but the door is open for bear follow through. And the fact that the market is seeing no weakness tells us, okay, well, if we consolidate in the market, XBI is not positioned well at all for that. So no bear follow through on the break, but still hovering just above that level, and we could easily see another leg down. SMH new all-time high. Uptrend continues. Blue sky breakout. The VIX green today. So again, we're still 2 weeks within the range of one candle. High, low, higher low, lower high, higher low. Tomorrow is all about 2460 and 2490. Break those levels, and it will be a notable short-term momentum shift. UVXY and the volatility index was running into the end of the day today. That does not mean someone knows something. It means everybody loves their gains. They're feeling euphoric, and they want to protect against that because risk to reward as far as a reaction tomorrow after a day like today favors bears. If we dumped 2% today in QQQ, the bulls would have favor tomorrow. But it's the price action proceeding into the known event that dictates where the risk and reward favor lies. And it's the same thing with a sell the news event. If we have a known event and we're running up into it, the odds of a sell the news event are higher. If we have a known event and we're dumping into it, the odds of a bull move on the known event are higher. That's why you see share unlocks for smaller companies known in advance, and then that day rolls around and we don't drop. It's when it was known in advance and priced in, and we dropped before the actual date. The dollar. Daily lower high is set. We had a 4-hour equilibrium, broke resistance by a penny, so that's a double top into a support break. So daily time frame, lower high is set at 93.47, and we now look for a higher low compared to 92.13. Bulls need to see an inverse head and shoulders on the daily to shift this momentum. Tomorrow's going to be a big day for the dollar. Gold daily higher low set. Equilibrium tightening up. Most important resistance is 2016. Silver, same thing. Most important resistance is 28.47. Miners, same thing. Daily higher low set. Nice hourly higher low first thing this morning. So we had a low yesterday, the higher the bounce, higher low this morning, hourly trend change. Nice follow through. Most important resistance, 44.09. Really interested to see if Powell leads to these daily equilibriums in the metals and miners breaking or not. Oil, new high of the COVID bounce on the October futures contracts. No real follow through, but again, bulls just keeping their control, slow and steady. And natural gas starting its consolidation, looking for a daily higher low, anything above 2265. 4-hour time frame double topped, and then lost our short-term support. Bear break was at 2464. Can the bulls keep the daily uptrend? That remains to be seen, but we want to be a bit cautious because we've gone 40% since the last weekly consolidation. And tomorrow is going to be very interesting. Keep in mind that there's going to be volatility pre-market where it's more thinly traded. I'm going to be watching the dollar, the metals, the miners. QQQ's at the all-time high after hours. Insanity. This is a time to remember in the broader markets. Again, I've seen these things on small cryptocurrency, low market cap, small subsector, MJ sector, Canada, $100 million, few $100 million. But to see this happening where there's dozens of billions, if not trillions of dollars in euphoria mode, it's wild to observe. Remain protective, enjoy the bull action, and do good things. See you tomorrow. Fig trees are way more established than they were when I planted them in the last fall. So excited to see what they look like over the next few years as they get real big. Shout out to TheChartGuys members Josh, who's been getting his side hustle on by helping me out. So he did this prepping the greenhouse for winter crops. I'm going to put a bunch of greens and lettuce and collards in here to be able to last through the winter and stay pretty warm. Big green, little purple, little orange, and little yellow. I'm excited for this one. This is Sweet Annie's. It's one of my favorite scents from the garden. And they just get these big flowery leaves. And it's a great leaf to dry and stick inside. I wish I could share the smell, but it's the kind of thing you want to plant all around the perimeter of your house.